Few moments now over to Steve.
All right, thank you, Patrick. It's a good-looking day to go traveling, and we're talking about that with your pets this morning. Whether you're traveling by car, boat, or air, safety and comfortability is everything. Well, the same goes for your pet. And here to give us some travel tips when traveling with your pet is Dr. Adam Foray with University Veterinary Hospital. And good morning, Adam.
Good morning.
And thank you for joining us. Now, you said on the front end of your travels, there's some things that you should put into place. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun traveling with your pet, but you should plan.
Absolutely. So traveling with your pet, it's a lot of fun, and it really just heightens the whole adventure. But there are a couple things that you want to do. And one of the first things you want to do is make sure you have a good health checkup. You want to prepare. You don't want there to be any surprises. Some places, if you're traveling, will actually require a health certificate. So you want to ask your vet about that and actually get that taken care of. And then proof of your vaccinations. Now, the other thing is if your pet is on medications or special food, you want to make sure you have a good supply of that, because that's something you don't want to get down the road and forget and have trouble.
And then also identifying your pet, making sure that it's yours and people know it's yours. You're saying you're going to have a chip and possibly take a cell phone picture. Kind of explain that.
Absolutely. So as you're going down the road, should you happen to lose your pet, you want to be prepared.
Yes.
You want to make sure you have a microchip in place, that you have tags in place, and that you take a current cell phone picture of your pet so that you can help find them should they get lost.
And that's such a simple but great tip to do. Now, when you're traveling with your pet, I see this a lot of times. They are in the front seat. They got the windows rolled down. The pet's hanging out the window, the dog. What's the proper way to be traveling with your pet?
Yes, absolutely not hanging out the window and not in the back of the truck. That we see eye injuries from dogs hanging out of windows all the time. So you want to be comfortable in the car. And this starts on the front end of the trip, that you may need to do some test runs to see how comfortable they are, to make sure that they don't have anxiety and that they don't get nauseous, in the car itself. But you want to have a crate. You want to have a way to contain them in the car so that they're not running around the car during the trip. You want to have a leash, because you're going to need to stop, and you're going to need to plan out your trip so that you have frequent stops and that you have a leash to walk them, and you want plenty of good water for them as well.
Definitely. And now we've been talking about planning ahead, and one of the things you don't want to overlook is once you actually get to your destination, about the hotels or wherever you're staying, is they're pet friendly. Kind of go over that.
Absolutely, and this is big.
Yeah,
this is big.
Right?
you want to make sure that when you get there, that they're happy that you're there with your dog. And this is something that you call and arrange ahead of time. But absolutely, you want to respect, and you want to take care of the property. You want to make this so that other pet owners can take advantage of them, allowing us to bring their pets on vacation down the road.
And we've been really talking about traveling by car. Real quickly, Adam, go over if you're traveling by air. What are some things you should keep in mind? Yep,
traveling by air, depending on where you're going, if you're going to another country, you want to be talking to the airlines because these regulations change all the time, depending on temperature, time of year, and where you're going. So there will be a lot of things that you need in place, and make sure that you absolutely have lined up. So start talking to your veterinarian as much as 6 months in advance prior to a trip by air with your dog.
All right, so the key to this is plan ahead when you're going to be traveling with your pets. Adam, some great tips this morning. Thank you. And we're going to have all this information on our website. But up next, meteorologist Patrick Dennis has a full check of your forecast.